Hello all, it's the 19th of August 2016 and it's Dan here from Essex, United Kingdom. I'm sorry if this camera angle could be better, but that's just one of those things that we sometimes have to accept. But yeah, so I just want to share some thoughts today. I'm currently en route to a gentleman that I do a bit of work for. He's got about an acre or so of land, very well kept, lovely flowers, trees, shrubs, bushes, some really nice borders, all sorts of different things going on in his garden with a nice bit of history attached and a nice ambience to it as well. So very happy about going to work there today. And as I'm going about some sort of gardens and parks, friends, etc. this time of year, I'm seeing some lovely sort of fruit develop on the trees. I mean, I cut a hedge for a lady the other day, and she had excuse me, she's got an amazing quince tree, which is obviously some years old, and it's absolutely loaded with quince fruit, which is a thing you don't see that often these days. And she was talking to me about quince cheese and all this sort of thing, stuff that you just don't hear about. And that's one thing I really like about going into gardens, particularly established gardens, is it's like going back in time. Because I remember when I was a kid, you'd go to people's gardens and you'd see different things. You'd see apples and cherries and plums, all sorts of things, and trees that have been there years, maybe even in the case of very old apple trees, over 100 years old. And to me, that's like a really nice sort of throwback, if you will, to the past, and maybe how people used to live, which we couldn't rely so much on sort of imports. And of course, it wasn't as easy to get bananas, mangoes, etc., to this country as it is now. Although, of course, we do love mangoes and bananas. Well, I certainly do anyway. So just having a look around, thinking about what's going on and how we can sort of improve our own life, really, and look at what we can do. I mean, if you think about it, as long as obviously good health is important. And why not maximise these things in order to achieve your goals in life? There's so many things that you can do, and when you're in the microcosm of world and work and things like that, let's say you go to work, same place every day, it's hard to forget that there is a world out there and many opportunities there that you may be able to sort of take up if you have the courage, the will, and the want to do these things. And so many different enterprises one can go into, and I think that the majority of people have at least something that they can offer the world, that they can bring, share this, and help others, and also receive the reward to themselves. So certainly start thinking with regards to this sort of thing. And another thing I've been thinking of, as my regular viewers know, I used to do a lot of fitness training in the past. I don't do much now, if any, to be honest. Two reasons: I injured my back and my shoulder, as you guys know, or my long-term viewers know, and the fact that I get plenty of exercise doing gardening, either for myself or for other people. So of course that's very important, But I'm starting to think the old shoulder's not feeling too bad, and the back's always there as a reminder, but I've kind of learned how to live with that, so to speak, things not to do and to do in order to help it. So I'm starting to think maybe a little bit of fitness training later in the year when the gardening season calms down, because of course we're incredibly busy at the moment, and it's silly to start up a training program right now, and I obviously couldn't give the required attention to it. So yeah, I might start up a little bit of mountain biking as well when I get a bit more time. I do like mountain biking, as you guys know. Particularly, I enjoy it through the winter months, really, because you go out there, go for a good bike, get covered in mud. It's a nice way to explore and sort of be at one with nature, all sorts of different places. I remember when I was a child, we used to go to a place called Epping Forest. The majority of people from this area will know what I'm talking about. And Epping Forest, some great places and some great tracks to cycle there. And another good place to go is Danbury as well, which is near Chelmsford. These are all in the Essex area. And these hills and everything, great for fitness. So yeah, that's one thing I'm thinking of, is working on a little bit of fitness. So yeah, the YouTube channel's doing quite well. I think it's 609 subs the last time I looked, so I'm very grateful to everybody who watches my videos, whether they subscribe or not. I won't ask anybody to subscribe because I don't think it's necessary. I think if people want to subscribe to my work, then they can. If not, they don't have to, and they can just watch me as a casual viewer. So I'm quite happy with any support, and I hope that the stuff that I'm putting out on YouTube is helping people. It certainly helps me, because I do get a legitimate joy of helping people, sort of achieve their goals with regards to gardening and perhaps other areas. Because what I like to do is, to a degree, share my own experiences. And I mean, like everybody, I've had my own experiences in life, some good, some bad. And I like to think that I've learnt from a lot of these sort of things that I've gone through, and maybe some other people could pick up a few things from myself, and also people comment to myself in the comment section, and I can also learn from them. So it's a good way to share advice on life, and also with regards to gardening as well, which of course is the main area of my channel. So I hope everybody out there is doing well, and should be at a time of plenty in the garden. The plums should either have been ready or becoming ready. Apples won't be too long now. I mean, some varieties are ready, ready now. At a lady's garden the other day, I had a lovely apple from a variety called Katie, which is I don't believe I've ever tried this before. I would imagine this is a relatively new variety, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think it's an English heritage variety, but I'm not worried about that, because it really was a nice sweet apple with a nice sort of flavour to it as well, and ready very early. So of course no one can complain, to that sort of thing. So yeah, everything doing well. Hope you're all happy. Take care.